Welcome to video 1, Beginner's Yoga. We're going to start today with a breathing exercise, and this basic exercise is designed so that you can just start to get in touch with your breath. Sometimes we're going about our life, we're running around doing a million different things, thinking about our to-do list, what we're gonna have for dinner, whatever, and we actually aren't even breathing. We could be holding our breath. So just learning through this exercise to get in touch with your breath and so that it can start to serve you. Basically, what we're going to do to begin is bring our right hand onto our belly with our left hand on the rib cage. What we want to do is breathe in through the nose. We're going to feel the belly draw in. The breath will move into the ribs and then lastly into the chest. So breathing into the belly, into the ribs, and then into the chest. On our exhale breath, we're going to breathe first from the chest, then the ribs, and then the belly. So basically we're going to learn to isolate these different aspects of our lungs. So one hand on the ribs, left hand, right hand on your belly. Breathing in. So the breath moves in through the nose, belly draws in, ribs expand, chest expands. Exhale from the chest, exhale from the ribs, exhale to the belly. Again, you're going to inhale. Pause and hold the breath at the top of the inhale. And then exhale slowly. All the way down, lastly emptying the belly. Inhale again. Three more times. Last one. And as you work with this, basically you want to start to lengthen the inhales and lengthen the exhales. This is really oxygenating for your brain. It's really oxygenating for your entire body, in fact. Really, really good for energy. You actually kind of feel like you're floating after you do it. I would recommend doing this at the beginning of your day. It's an awesome way to center yourself and ground yourself before you start your day. So let's get into the practice now. The physical practice. That was our pranayama, so our first introduction to breathing. To begin the practice, come to your feet. We're going to start with a very basic pose, in fact, the most basic posture in yoga other than Shavasana, lying on your back. Basically, what we're going to be doing here is a standing Shavasana. So we want to bring our feet together, draw the ankles together, and even though we are essentially just standing, what you want to be aware of is the tendency maybe for your head to jut forward or your body to lean back or for your spine to kind of curve like this. We want to keep everything in line, so head and hips and ankles all in one line. So just taking a second to find that alignment of the spine, bringing the hands down. And this is essentially just a way that you can start to correct your posture. You can do this in your day-to-day life. Just notice what your body's doing. Try to find that alignment, perfect extension, maximum extension of the spine. So good for posture and for correcting your posture. So starting there. Really ground down through all four corners of your feet. This is obviously just a very grounding posture. Very centering. To begin our first or second asana, bring your arms up over your head on the inhale. Squeeze the palms, cross the thumbs. Push your hips a little bit forward. Take another inhale, stretch up, and just bend a little bit to the right. Inhale to the center, inhale again to lengthen, and exhale as you bend to the left. Inhale to the center, looking up at your hands, stretch up. Inhale, and on a gentle exhale, arch back slightly. You can just go a little bit, getting used to that sensation of going backwards. Inhale to come up. On the next exhale, with a flat back, come all the way down towards the floor. You can bend your knees if you need to. Hands touch the floor, drop your head. You can have a big bend in the knees or as little as you need to. Keeping the knees bent if you need to, coming back up on the inhale. And on the next exhale, arms come all the way down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale to stretch up. Exhale, a little bit different, bending to the right. Inhale to come up, left hand on your left thigh. Inhale and exhale down. Inhale to come up. Looking up at your hands, inhale, stretch up, and bend back slightly. Inhale to come up. And exhale as you come all the way down, bending the knees, no problem. Drop your head. Another deep inhale to come up. Exhale. Lowering down last time, perhaps a little bit quicker. Left arm up, inhale. Bend to the right on the exhale. Inhale, lift up, right hand up. Exhale to bend to the left. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale to bend back, maybe slightly deeper. Inhale to come up. Exhale, flat back all the way down. Drop your head. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, coming up. Relax the arms. For our next posture, separate your feet about 6 inches apart. So hip width, if you're not quite sure exactly what that is, about 2 fists between your feet is the perfect amount that you want to have. What we're going to be doing is a posture called awkward pose, arms lift up. On the next breath, on the next inhale breath, lift your chest. And on the exhale, what you want to do is stick your butt out and sit down as low as you can. Eventually, ideally, the thighs are parallel to the floor. The stomach is in, so there's a depression of the abdominal wall. And we're actually in a little bit of a back bend here. So I'm just going to do it to the side to show you. So when you sit down, you're not rounding in your lower back. You're sticking your butt out so that you have a bit of a back bend happening. You can even just go this far if that's where you need to be right now. That's fine. Eventually getting the thighs right down parallel. Hold it here for about 5 breaths. So inhales and exhales. Inhale to slowly stand up. From here, bring your arms up, inhale. Right arm under your left arm. If your shoulders are really, really tight, you only may be able to do this much with your arms, that's fine. Pull the elbows down from here. If you can, interlace your fingers or palms flat. Elbows come down to open the shoulders. Again, stick your butt out as you sit deep. And here, bring your right leg over your left one. Hold here. You might have to be somewhere up here. That's fine. Eventually, we're going to start to sit down a little bit deeper in this posture too. Again, you're sticking your butt out. You're lifting your chest up. Little bit of a back bend. Release. Inhale, arms up. Left arm under the right. Again, crossing, twisting, doing what you can. Dropping the elbows down. Left leg over the right. Cross and twist. This posture actually drains the lower lymph system, so it's very good for our lymphatic system. for our reproductive systems as well. So sticking your butt out, sitting down. Release. Inhale, arms float up. And exhale, arms float down. For our last posture of this particular video, we're going to do a balancing posture. So this might be your first taste of standing and balancing on one leg. So give this a try. You're going to bring your right foot to your inner left thigh. We want to level the hips and just basically try to bring the right knee to the side as much as we can. And then just holding here. So this is tree posture. So learning to be still and grounded like a tree. So your foot is the roots. So you want to really focus on grounding down through all four corners of the foot. You want to make sure that you're not like rolling the body weight to one side of your foot or favoring one side. This way you're going to really start to strengthen all of the muscles that surround your foot and your ankle. Moving lastly onto the other side. Left foot or on our inner right thigh. Same thing, opening the knee to the side. Hands can come to the heart center, balance. To make this a tiny bit more challenging, you could bring your arms over your head. And if you really want to challenge yourself, you could close your eyes. Just feel that you have to focus more on the muscles to stay balanced. Bring your knee back to the center, lower your foot down. Slowly exhale, bring your arms down, and just moving onto your back for a moment, just to take in the benefits of your efforts in Shavasana. So stay in Shavasana as long as feels right for you. If you have the luxury, you could stay for 10 minutes and have a little bit of a conscious power nap. So you want to try not to drift off completely necessarily. Basically, you can keep your eyes open or closed, but you want to stay really aware of what's happening in your body. So basically just take advantage of the Shavasana to feel the changes that you've made. You might feel a little tingly, you might feel a little bit more relaxed, you might feel more open. So basically in this posture, you're staying for a minute. It's good to stay for at least a minute. If you want to stay longer, by all means, gosh, do it. It's very restorative, rejuvenating posture.